The Bear and the Lid. A 2-year struggle in the Michigan wild. Welcome to Bear Attack Files, where true wildlife encounters meet education and awareness. Please subscribe to support bear safety and responsible coexistence with wildlife. Part 1. A Cub's First Mistake, 2023. In the rolling woodlands of Montmorency County, Michigan, a black bear cub no more than 6 months old wandered curiously through the brush. In the fall of 2023, bait barrels and feed containers dotted the forest floor. One of those containers, likely used by hunters or landowners to attract deer, had a 5-inch plastic lid, just wide enough for the small head of a cub to fit through. Curiosity turned tragic. The cub poked its head in, maybe searching for food or just exploring, and when it pulled back, the lid didn't budge. It was stuck. No one saw it happen. No one knew. From that moment on, the bear was branded not by nature, but by man. Part 2. Silent Suffering. Seasons changed. Snow fell and melted. The cub grew into a lanky yearling, and into a strong, 110-pound 2-year-old male. But the lid stayed wrapped tightly around his neck like a cruel collar, slowly digging into his skin, rubbing raw against his muscles, and restricting his movements. He couldn't climb properly, couldn't rest easily. Eating and drinking became difficult. The plastic tore into his fur and flesh, leaving a deep abscess and permanent scars. Trail cameras picked him up over the years, sparking concern among local residents and conservationists, but no one could track him down in time to help. Part 3. The Turning Point, May 2025. In late May 2025, a vigilant landowner saw the bear again on a camera trap. Same lid, same injury. But now, the bear was bigger, and the problem was dire. They called the Michigan Department of Natural Resources DNR, and the rescue mission began. On June 2nd, DNR biologists set up a baited live trap in the area. Nothing. The next day, success. The bear entered the trap. Biologists quickly immobilized him with a tranquilizer. In photos released to the public, you can see the moment. A beautiful black bear, sedated, with a jagged, dirty plastic ring biting into his neck. They cut the lid free. It left a severe wound, but no vital structures were damaged. They cleaned the area, treated the abscess, and monitored him for complications. Despite his ordeal, the bear was otherwise healthy. The biologists were amazed. After treatment, the bear was released back into the forest, free of the burden he had carried for 2 years. Part 4. Education and Prevention, a Human Responsibility. This story could have ended very differently. Had the bear not been found in time, the plastic ring might have cut deeper into arteries, tendons, or his airway. This incident highlights a critical message. Human negligence has long-term consequences for wildlife. The plastic lid wasn't trash lying around randomly. It was from a 55-gallon bait or feed drum. In Michigan, baiting for deer is legal on private land, but there are rules. All bait containers must have openings smaller than 1 inch or larger than 22 inches to prevent animals from becoming trapped. This was a clear violation of that rule, whether intentional or from ignorance. But it nearly cost a wild animal its life. Angela Kujawa, a DNR biologist, noted that this bear's injuries and limited mobility would have affected its ability to escape predators, find food, or even hibernate properly. How you can help. Bear safety and awareness tips. Follow bear-wise practices. Secure all food, feed, and trash in bear-proof containers. Never leave bait or attractants in containers with openings. A curious animal could get stuck in. Crush and recycle all containers, buckets, and jugs, especially in rural or wooded areas. Report injured or trapped wildlife. If you see a wild animal in distress, report it immediately to local wildlife agencies or conservation officers. Don't assume someone else will. Educate others. Many of these issues are preventable simply by spreading awareness. Share stories like this one. Encourage responsible behavior in the outdoors. Closing. A bear's freedom is in our hands. This Michigan black bear reminds us of something important. Nature is not just beautiful, it's fragile. A single lid, one careless act, 2 years of suffering. Let's do better. Let's respect wildlife, be aware of our impact, and ensure that stories like this one become the exception, not the rule. This is Bear Attack Files. Subscribe for more real stories about bears' safety and the reality of human-wildlife interaction. Together, we can protect them and ourselves.